A sovereign, a ruler, a force that cannot be restrained. But they forget. They forget that this same sovereign was once the one they spat on, the one they mocked, the one they abandoned, bleeding in the dust. While they turned away without a glance back, they called him ruined, destroyed, finished. They spoke his name as if it belonged to the past, as if he were already dead. And now they choke on those words. Now they watch him rise, unable to comprehend how the thing they shattered became the force that shatters everything else. You want to know how a broken man becomes a king? You want to know what exists between annihilation and dominance? I'll tell you. It's dark. It's violent. It's a transformation that never happens in the light. It happens in the pit, in the grave, in the silence, where no one comes to rescue you. That's when you understand that salvation was never on its way. That's where kings are forged, not in palaces, not in comfort, but in filth, in pain, in moments where you face two choices: disappear or become something they can never destroy again. I chose to become. They believed breaking me was the end of the story. They thought when I fell, I would stay down. They celebrated over my body as if I were already a corpse. They divided what belonged to me. They erased my name from their words. They moved on as if I had never mattered, as if I were just another casualty, another weak soul crushed by the world. They were certain. They were confident. They were blind. They never understood what they were doing. Every strike hardened me like steel. Every betrayal sharpened the blade. Every laugh at my suffering fed something inside me that learned to hate, learned to endure, learned to become something that no longer breaks, but breaks everything else instead. I remember the ground. I remember the gold. I remember the taste of blood and the sound of their footsteps fading away. I remember lying there thinking, this is the end. This is where I vanish. But something changed in that darkness. Something shifted. Something awakened inside me that had slept my entire life. A voice that didn't beg. A voice that didn't plead. A voice that said, stand up, and take back what's yours. So I stood. Not the same. Never the same. The man who fell did not return. Something else rose. Colder, harder, with no space left for mercy, forgiveness, or second chances. They destroyed the gentle parts of me. They killed the version that believed in fairness, kindness, and rules. And in its place, they created a monster, a ruler, a king who answers to no one and bows to nothing. They called me broken as an insult, as if it were meant to shame me, as if I should disappear into the shadows. They never understood what broken truly means. Broken means the cage is open. Broken means the chains are gone. Broken means there is nothing left to lose, and nothing left to fear. A broken man is the most dangerous thing alive, because broken no longer obeys rules. I stopped asking permission. I stopped waiting my turn. I stopped believing that humility and patience would earn me recognition. No one was coming. No one was giving me anything. The world doesn't give. The world takes. And I decided I was done being taken from. I reclaimed everything they stole. Every opportunity they blocked. Every door they slammed shut.
I tore them down. I burned them to ash. I walked through the flames without hesitation. They wanted me to stay beneath them. They wanted grateful for scraps. But I was never made for scraps. I was made for the throne. And I took it. Not because it was offered, but because I ripped it from their hands. What separates kings from the rest is not blood, not birth, not luck. It is will. Unbreakable will. The refusal to accept the story written for you. The refusal to die when the world demands it. The refusal to bend when everything tries to snap you in half. Kings are forged in moments where others quit, where others surrender, where others say it's over. A king says, "No, this is where it begins." They see me now and don't understand. They see the crown and assume it was given. They see power and assume it was inherited. They don't see the blood. They don't see the years in darkness. They don't see the nights spent rebuilding from nothing. They don't see the graves I crawled out of. They don't see the monsters I became to survive. They see only the king, and they bow, and I let them, because I earned every part of this. Those who broke me still exist. They watch from the shadows. They whisper my name with fear. They remember what they did, and now they understand. They tried to destroy me. Instead, they created what will destroy them. They should have finished me when they had the chance, but arrogance made them careless. And now I am the consequence. I do not forgive. I do not forget. I do not grant mercy to those who showed me none. They can beg. They can plead. They can kneel for the compassion they once mocked. It means nothing. That language no longer exists for me. I speak only power now, dominion, absolute authority. They once called me broken, now they call me king, and the throne I sit on is built from every lie, every betrayal, every wound they carved into me. They thought they were burying me. They were laying the foundation. So let this be the warning. You never know what you're creating when you try to destroy someone. Sometimes ashes remain, sometimes nothing survives. But sometimes a king rises, and kings remember. This is only the beginning.